fires grew cold, the chains fell still, the prison's emptied, blood was spilled. No longer saints by lions torn, but crowns were placed on faith reborn. The world embraced the church's name, and truth was dressed in robes of fame. The sword was sheathed, the cross adorned, but something pure was quietly mourned. For when the world and altar blend, the gospel bends, though few contend. No iron grip, no open war, just softer chains than used before. When scripture yields to sacred claims, and human words replace God's name, the light grows faint, the path unclear, an age of darkness settles here. Not truth denied by force or flame, but truth exchanged for power's gain. The church still stood, the bell still rang, yet heaven heard a different song. The Bible closed, the pages bound, in foreign tongue, unheard, unsound. The people knelt but could not see. The voice of God was locked away. Tradition spoke with holy tone, while Christ's own words stood overthrown. The keys of truth were tightly held, and conscience bowed where none compelled. A priest now stood where Christ once plead. Forgiveness priced, salvation leased. The law of God grew strange and small, while custom rose and claimed it all. It dared to touch what God had signed. It changed God's law of sacred time. The week's first day once raised above, the sign that marked the God of love. When scripture yields to sacred flames, and human word replace God's name, the light grows faint, the path unclear, an age of darkness settles here. The truth denied by force or flame, but truth exchanged for power's gain. The church still stood, the bells still rang, yet heaven heard a different song. Still through the hills in shadowed flame, a whispered word preserved his name. By candle dim and risk of death, they hid the truth with bated breath. They would not bow, they would not yield, though hunted down and forced to kneel. For though the night was long and deep, God kept his truth with those who weep. What once was done in cloistered halls will rise again with global calls. The same old claim, the same decree, submit for peace, for unity. No idols carved, no pagan cry, just laws that test who will comply. The past returns in legal dress, a darker age in holiness. But through to set above the dust, the judge is fair, his ways are just. The books are open, truth laid bare, no crown, no creed can enter there. Not forced belief, nor borrowed light, but hearts made true in dark. darkest night, he weighs the soul, not voice or might, and calls his faithful into light. When scripture stands and systems fall, when truth outlives the darkest wall, the age of night will break and flee before the dawn of liberty. Not by the sword nor human law, but by the word the world once saw. The truth preserved, the faithful known, the Lamb restores what man dethroned. Dim will rise and shine. Your chain can bind.